There is one player right now in Major League Soccer that everybody is talking about, and that is the P, Chicharito Javier Hernandez for the LA Galaxy. Is he a flub? Is he a dub? In today's video, we're about to find out all of that and more. But before we do, please click that subscribe button as it really helps us out. Bench Kings, you really need it. It helps with the YouTube algorithm, and it also helps more people watch the video as well. So please do that. And let's get straight into the video. So before we get into his career right now with the LA Galaxy, let's go all the way back to his first season with Chivas in Liga MX. He played 4 seasons there, and the last season he was there was by far his best, as he scored 21 goals in 28 games. Quite the feat. Again, Liga MX, one of the best leagues in the Western Hemisphere. You can make a case to be the top 3. And to score 21 goals in 28 games as a youngster, 20 years old, is out of this world. After this phenomenal performance with Chivas, he then moved to Manchester United for $8.25 million back in 2010. At Manchester United, he was primarily a super sub, as he came on essentially every single game, and his goal per minute output was off the charts and is still one of the best ever in the league. He won 2 EPL titles with Manchester United under the Ferguson era. Again, under this era, Manchester United, one of the best teams in the world, and that was part due to Chicharito. At Manchester United, he scored double-digit goals in his first 3 seasons, making him one of the most effective substitutes in EPL history. In 2014, Real Madrid took note, and they bought him on loan from Manchester United. And this was actually a very, you could say, unusual loan transfer, as many people at the time, a lot of Real Madrid fans were expecting a Falcao, a big name player to fill in Benzema's spot, but instead they got Chicharito. So this was a very questionable loan move at the time, but it did work out, all right for him. In La Liga, he scored 7 goals and 4 assists in 7 starts and 23 games played. Now, if I just said 23 games played, that wouldn't look too good, but again, Chicharito, he is a super sub. That is his primary role, and he worked very effectively. 7 goals, 7 starts, 4 assists. Very good season for Chicharito at Real Madrid. And then, obviously, he went back to his parent club, Manchester United, the next season. But at Real Madrid, he scored some fantastic goals and very meaningful ones as well. One of these goals was the winning goal against Atletico Madrid in the UCL quarterfinal, propelling Real Madrid to the semifinal of that year, 2014. After this season, he went back to Manchester United, but only for a very little while, as he was moved to Bayern Leverkusen essentially a month later. But before that, let's just talk about his EPL legacy. Again, one of the most dynamic super subs in EPL history. His goal per minute output is outrageous, and he's just an all-around amazing talent. In August of 2015, Chicharito signed a big contract, 3 years for 7.3 million euros. And that was quite the bargain as well, as he played fairly decent at Bayern Leverkusen. At Bayern Leverkusen, he scored 17 goals his first season. At this point, he was not a super sub, he was actually a starter. Good to see him actually going up in that pecking order. And then in his second season, he scored 11 goals. That is essentially 30 goals in 2 seasons. That is a great output from your star striker. He actually never reached his 3rd season with Bayern Leverkusen, as in his 3rd season, the 3rd year of his contract, he moved back to the EPL with West Ham. But here he really did tarnish his EPL legacy that he set before himself. At West Ham, he only scored 8 goals his first season, and in his second season, it was even worse, where he scored only 7. And these are pretty bad numbers for a player that they spent a lot of money on. It was reported that West Ham spent a whopping $19 million for his transfer. These numbers, just not good enough for Chicharito. After these 2, you could say, somewhat pathetic seasons with West Ham, he then handed in his transfer request and landed in Sevilla in Spain, where he went on to sign a contract, and he underwent a medical right away. This move to Sevilla did not work out for Chicharito though in the slightest. In 1 season, he only scored 1 goal in La Liga. Just not good enough. And you would think too, again with Real Madrid, he played very good. His primary language is Spanish, you would think he would play very good in La Liga, but it was quite the opposite. After only 1 year, Sevilla was basically through with him, and he was transferred to the LA Galaxy for $9.4 million. And this is really where our story begins. In his first season with the LA Galaxy, you could more or less call him a dud.
Could this be Chicharito's moment to get his first LA Galaxy goal? No, it saved the rebound!
A lot of injuries, some personal problems, and just not the goal output that you would want to see from your star man. Unlike other teams that he was on, he was now the star. You know, Manchester United, he was a super sub. Real Madrid, also a super sub. And on the other teams, he wasn't really their main guy. Now with the LA Galaxy, there's a lot of pressure for him to succeed, as they spent a lot of money on him, and right now he is the second highest paid player in Major League Soccer. In his first season, he only scored 2 goals with the LA Galaxy. Again, injuries were in the way, the death of his grandfather, and also a good amount of pressure on his shoulders, you would think. But it actually was not the case, as he stated right here. There was no pressure as Zlatan didn't win an MLS Cup, so I guess the pressure didn't really play into effect. I guess it was mainly due to maybe personal problems and injuries as well. But again, 2 goals in all competitions, just not enough from Chicharito. But in his second season, things took a turn for the better. At the time of making this video, he has 7 goals in 5 games, and he scored a hat-trick in one of these games, the first time since 2018 with West Ham. Crazy numbers. Right now he is leading the Golden Boot race by far by a couple goals, and it seems like he's not going to slow down, as every single game I think he's going to stop. He keeps scoring. He's a machine right now. This could be part due to him actually finally finding his form, or the more probable reason being a new coach making him better player. Chicharito was let go at the beginning of this season, and Greg Vanney, former Toronto FC coach and one of the best in the league, winning a cup with Toronto, took the reign, took the helm of the job, and now Chicharito is performing every single game. So maybe that could be a reason. Other reasons as well, he's not getting that injured anymore. And again, the death of his grandfather, that was a tragic event, horrible last season. But now that was in the past, and now he is in the present, and he is dialed in and having one of the best seasons of his life. If you ask me, this is a true zero to hero moment. People calling him a flop, calling him a dud. His first season, I was even saying that myself. You can probably catch me in a couple of videos saying that in the past. But now his second season, crazy games, crazy performances, left and right scoring goals. His positioning has been on fire, and I feel like this is a true zero to hero moment for him. And I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he wins some silverware with the LA Galaxy, or maybe some for himself, as I feel like he will win the Golden Boot this season with them. Well, we hope you enjoyed this video of a true underdog story. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, as again, it helps us out so much. And we hope you like our new setup over here. Again, we got the blue lights rocking. We got the ring light rocking as well. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.